Hello YouTube, I hope you are doing well. Good morning. It is week number 5 of the spring holiday course. I keep calling it different things. I keep putting the wrong week number into some of the thumbnails. It's okay, we're still learning how to do the YouTube thing. I think I'm saying that, I think there's about 80, I've done more than 80 videos now. When do I start getting good at it? I don't know. When am I supposed to be good? I don't know. Just want to be aspiring bodybuilder. I just lift weights from A to B. I don't know how this camera thing works. Damn. Anyway, we're back with another week update for the cut and a little vlog. We're on check-in day today, so we're going to give you a little look into check-in day. I've already done the check-ins. Sat at that computer for, I think it took about 2 hours this morning to get through block of check-ins that I've had. Still got a couple to come through, because not everybody's on time, and that's okay, as long as people are on time most of the time. Listen, perfection, it doesn't exist, so I don't need people to be perfect. But yeah, to be honest, on the whole, as a general, very happy with where everybody's progress is sitting right now, and very, very happy with where my progress is sitting. We are down again in weight this week. Visually looking a little bit leaner, maybe a little bit flatter, which again is to be expected. Again, no changes for this week, which is nice. Well, I'll go into in the video sort of summary, I'll go into the exactly what the changes were. What have I been feeling this week? I think generally still very easy. Energy a little bit reduced some days, but I don't think any more than I've been experiencing. I don't think it's got worse per se. It just feels like it's been going on a little bit longer, so I would say that. The impulse to cheat on the diet has been a little bit stronger than it was before, but not so much in the way that like I want to eat junk food, more in the way that in a performance standpoint, right? It's not like I'm completely capping and bullshit myself, but it's not me wanting to have like bad food and enjoy that mouth pleasure. It's more me knowing that if I had more food, my energy would be a little bit better, my performance in the gym would be a little bit better, and I'd feel a little bit better, right? So it's not so much from like, oh, I want like a really dirty pizza and I want to go and have a bunch of beers. Like that gone. That voice is gone, but the voice that's like, oh, if I was to plug in a couple hundred carbs today, I'd feel really good. I'd feel a little bit of diet fatigue go, a little bit of stress go, right? And there will be time for that when high days are required, but that's not quite yet. You want to be very careful. You don't want to do that too soon, because then you just destroy your deficit for no reason. There has to be a reason for every change that you make, right? We're not just changing things arbitrarily. Let's jump into the weekly summary so you can see. And that is my own training summary. And then I think what I'm going to do for editor Jake, if you're watching this right now, could we put some highlights from check-ins in there as well? If I upload some check-in footage, I'm going to show you like a little bit of behind the scenes about what a check-in would look like. Or maybe if I get a late check-in, maybe I'll walk you through that like sort of step by step, just so you can kind of see what that process looks like from coach to client, right? And basically you essentially, if you want to make great progress and make sure that you are progressing over time, like even if you don't have a coach, that means you are your own coach, which means that you should be doing at least the fundamentals of what I'm doing with a client to make sure that to know when to change things and to know where everything is in the right place, right? If you're not willing to do that, accept that this is probably where you're getting plateaus, right? Because you don't know when you need to change things, you don't know why you're changing things, there's no sort of overarching long-term plan in terms of what you're doing, right? Not that anything's set in stone, because you're always responding to how things are changing. You can't necessarily plan for how your body's going to respond, but you have to then respond to that, respond to the way that your body responds. Responception. What? Yeah.
I've had a good week. Once I get through drink anything else, I don't get how people can back while doing a voice recording, it just cuts out, so I can't flip back and look. I'm pretty sure I've got 10,000 steps on average. What else? The diet. The diet's easy. Well, like you said, you made it really easy. And I'm not bored of it. For once that sounds, I'm actually enjoying chicken, rice and vegetables. And I need to stop being a pussy and record for sessions when...
In there, bro. Right, first thing, if you've got this gift card, definitely, bro, take yourself out, because you've had, whether it's food or beers or whatever you want to do, because you've had 2, for the most part, bro, really good weeks. I know, like, food accuracy suffered a little bit last week, but this week you've been fucking on it, bro, and I am very happy with where the weigh-in is. Obviously, we did see a higher one, 177. Potentially, I'd say the nibbling at the desserts has just spiked that a little bit with a bit of water. And that comes down to 175.4, but it's at 177.2 at the end of the week. Appetite still isn't super high, so I'm not going to make any adjustments as of just yet, as we did start. Obviously, we saw a lower weigh in here, which is a little bit intrigued, but then obviously it can jump around, so I wouldn't look too much into that. But it does appear to be trending up, as we've got our heaviest weigh in for the last 2 weeks. So yeah, in terms of nutrition, I don't want to add anything just yet, especially if you're not feeling super hungry, because I think we're right where we need to be in terms of that. Training for now is absolutely fine. It says like everything is going well. In terms of, you said about obviously recording sessions, you don't need, like, especially you don't necessarily need like a tripod, bro. Obviously, like a tripod with the perfect angle so I can see everything would be amazing, but I don't need you to get a tripod. Just basically hide your phone somewhere on the floor where I can see it well enough. Not like a Blake video, right, where it's fucking, he's got it, it's like this close to his face and I can't actually see what's going on. But so yeah, to quickly give a breakdown of what a check-in looks like, and I'm going to put things on screen when and where. Oh, fluff on the mic. It's because it was windy outside, so yeah, when I was shooting outside, I don't know why it's still on there now. It feels a little zesty for some reason. We're going to keep things pretty slow, right? But yeah, so check-in process, again, I don't know if I've discussed it before on YouTube, but I definitely spoke about it on Instagram. It is very, very simple. We have the client sheet, which I will put somewhere, maybe here, where they first track their metrics, their data, right? This is their body weight. This is what sessions they've done that week, whether they have progressed in their sessions, what their motivation for the sessions was. Biofeedback, such as their energy and focus, their hunger, they had any off-plan meals, their accuracies in the meal plan, all their tracked macros, their stress level, their perceived recovery level, how recovered they feel. All of this stuff goes into the sheet, right? So we can see what they've done this week, how they felt this week, what the numbers are this week. Then what they also do is either one of, I say the gold standard is a video summary. I want them to sit in front of their phone, or they can actually use Loom or another recording software and record the screen and talk about their information on screen as well, which helps really with reflecting and actually getting them to personally kind of address things themselves, which is sometimes something that other coaches miss. Is you don't want to really completely hold the hand of a client, like, yes, as much as they need, and especially in the beginning while they're still learning, but over time you want to teach them how to be reflective to their own process as much as you are as well, because it helps with to have 2 sets of eyes on a client's journey, right? This is good. So yes, they'll record their week summary, or they can voice note it. They can talk to me how their week's gone, talk to me about the most important things, what they've struggled with, whether it's personally, in their work, in their, you know, anything else, and in their training, naturally, to give more information if necessary. Then once we've got a filled-in sheet, we've got a week summary, it is then my job to watch the week summary, review the week sheet, and then make some notes to put together the feedback for that week. So we're going to talk about what's gone well. We're going to talk about what needs to go better. We're going to dig into and find solutions to any problems that they've got. Then we're going to put forward the plan and the structure for the next week, so they know exactly what they need to be focusing on to make progress. And it's a good little catch up, like with a friend. Okay, so that's the check-in process. And I think we're going to leave it there for this week, mainly because I don't want to keep talking and rehashing the same things, right? This is week number 5. You will see where the progression is. I probably will have put that little pose down that I do outside the bathroom at some point. So yes, things are looking better. We are getting leaner. We still have 7 weeks to go. Still going to be recording every single week, trying to come up with different topics for each week, try and cover different things alongside showing the process and the solutions. That's the fire alarm. So I think that's my sign to go. Right, peace. If you're enjoying the series, or if you just want to see how it ends or keep up to date, please consider helping me out and subscribing with a fire alarm in the background. Professional as ever, baby. I'm going to keep it because I'm in a rush. I have to get to work. Still, I'll do all this shit. Still working. Normal job as a waiter, humbly. So take that as a bit of motivation that you too can still do this, because some people get stuck thinking that coaches, it's like their job to stay in shape and it's all they have going on. No, I still work, albeit 30 hours, not quite full-time in my opinion, 30 hours a week, whilst also coaching, whilst also doing 5 training sessions a week, whilst also spending a day with a girlfriend, whilst also keeping up with socials, whilst also it's not a sob story, and everyone's got different levels of commitments and responsibilities. Yeah, it's not a comparison. It's not a, oh, look at me, how busy I'm going to keep up with things. No, I'm just trying. If there's anyone out there that wonders if this is possible for them, understand I'm a good example. I'm not the most, I think I've got an okay work ethic. It's not the best. I'm not the most motivated, but I can make it work, so you can make it work too. Be back for week number 6.